Welcome to Masa for the Raza. This is Rob G, and we have Emily Morales, founder and artist director of Artist Link. She's going to go tell us about an event taking place this Friday, March 31st at the Alisal Center for the Fine Arts. ¿Qué pasa, Emily?
Not much. We're excited to be here on your live podcast today, and we're super stoked to be bringing the Salinas Movement Project to the community. It's really focusing on our rights, our civil rights specifically, and bringing justice to the community and shedding light on the hard issues that we face, both within our community and outside.
And this is all through a form of art, right? It just through poetry, through music, or how is it being projected?
So, yes, it is including all the different various art forms. We've got still photography, film, music, graphic design, animation, sound design, and it's all into one theatrical performance, but alongside it are projections, live music, and like video or photography that is projected in between the scenes or simultaneously with the scenes to help support the facts and the information to just provide more context, but also to make it a multidimensional experience for the audience. And something that's particularly special or different about this production is that it also incorporates audience participation. So part of it is that the audience will have an opportunity to text or vote via an app that has been developed by one of our artists. And so they'll have an opportunity to vote a choice for one of the actors on stage, and based on what they vote will be the outcome of the scene.
Wow. I did not expect that.
Well, we're hoping that that's the same feeling for the audience, right? We want to bring them something that they're not expecting, but also something that makes them feel that they're a part of the experience.
Yes. Okay, that is really, really neat. So I see you guys work with the Alisal students or students itself. Are students going to be performing this?
The performers of this production are Artist Inc. members, and the majority of the members are from Salinas, and specifically East Salinas, myself included. I grew up on the east side, went to Alisal High School, Alisal Middle School, Barton Elementary, Fremont Elementary. So it's the community that we love and that we know, minus maybe one person, which is Manny Garcia, and they're from Watsonville. But it's still really familiar. The communities are really have a lot in common. And so the piece will be performed by Salinas natives. The goal of this performance is not only to, I guess, activate the community, but specifically for our youth. It's going to be after we get the community feedback and we receive all the, I guess, constructive criticism.
Yeah.
We're going to take that into consideration, rebuild it a little bit and tweak it, and then take these take this specific presentation or performance and tour it into the schools, the local community centers, the theaters, and any place really that we can get our hands on where the youth will be able to have an opportunity to view it. And then the hope is that when we preview this, that organizations that are already working for this, social change and social justice within our communities to attend, and then find an interest and find an investment in the project, and have them as partners and collaborators going forward when we tour it into the school, so that we have a representative or even just information, so that the students say, okay, I've come out of this piece and I'm, really amped and I'm full of the energy and I'm ready to make a change. And now where do they put it? And so having a place to put that energy behind. So whether it's somebody like Milpa, or whether it's somebody like Youth for Change, or, Ciclovia, or whatever it may be. But having these sorts of organizations that are similar to that, doing the work and already creating the change within our community, having that outlet for them. So at the end of the presentation, the students can say, okay, I'm ready to make a change in the school to prison pipeline. I'm against it, and I'm going to make an effort by working with this specific organization. Or I'm for trying to change the sanctuary city, and, working with this organization to make that happen, or whatever it is. So the goal is to have these organizations working with us and going into these tours with us, but then afterwards, following these students that have, come through the outreach that we've done in the schools or in the community, and just following those students or even the other students that the organizations already have, and building in a program where the students would then share their experiences and what they're learning in the programs as far as the specific change making that they're creating, and then taking that information and helping them either build a piece so that is artistic, and that they can share with the community so that the community can see this incredible work that they're doing, and it's not just on paper, or they're not just telling people, but they can see it in an artistic way that gets other people inspired and ready to continue that change making as well. So it's kind of a long and big, ambitious hope, right? But if successful, I think that really the goal is for Artist Inc. to become a valuable asset to the community and to the people that are trying to make this, social change or, positive change within the community. So, yeah.
I didn't really expect that. That is awesome. One of the things is, can you say that, what you guys are doing also is pretty much for the youth, especially creating this platform for they can express, you can say, their feelings, through their forms of art?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is one of many of the projects that we've, tried to pitch. And I think behind all of the projects that we do, it's always got some sort of theme of trying to either activate the youth and then let them, share their voice and express themselves. The very first project that we did, or that started Artist Inc., really was A Tree in the Valley. And that piece was very specific to spreading the light and changing the perspective of Salinas, but specifically the talent and the potential and the strength of Salinas youth. So it highlighted the Salinas youth artists. So it varied between film, photography, creative writing, music, whatever it may be. And I guess specific for us to Artist Inc. is our specialty, right, is really highlighting all of those different art forms and how they come together as opposed to being separate. I think that a lot of times people are like, oh, well, you're a poet and you're a film person and you're just, visual arts or whatever. And our goal is to help kind of bring them together. And say, no, we can coexist. We're all together creating these things. And I think that's part of the larger perspective, right, is that we want to bring people together as opposed to segregate them or put them in categories, right? We want to say we're stronger together, both as artists and both as people. Speaking
of artists, I see a video clip. I don't know was it you that was singing?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah, you got a voice, girl. You got a voice. I was very impressed. So, so make sure this Friday, March 31st, LaSalle Center for Fine Arts, located 745 North Sanborn Road in Salinas, starts at 8 p.m. and it is free.
Yes, it is free. Their donations are always accepted, but don't even sweat it. Just come. We want to get your love, your energy, and your feedback. So.
Wow. It can't beat free. All right. Thank you so much again, and talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right.